You're listening to the Outer Banks This Week podcast, a place for people to hear what's going on up and down the beach and get the truth about what really goes on around the Outer Banks. So, here we go.
Thank you so much, Lexi. Episode number 102 of the Outer Banks This Week podcast is in full effect, and it's all brought to you by Outer Banks Pest Control in Manio, online at outerbanks-pestcontrol.com. For any of them pesky critters, them creepy crawlies, and those varmints of any kind, Outer Banks Pest Control is ready to assist you in eradicating them, getting rid of them, throwing them out the door, whatever the case may be, getting them out of the deep, dark spaces of your house, or just if you're looking for any protection plans. Outer Banks Pest Control can assist you, again, online at outerbanks-pestcontrol.com, and it's all powered by, yes, I have a powered by sponsor, keeping us energized and going, would be Kelly's Automotive in Manio. If it has doors, it can be yours. Kelly's Automotive. Fantastic folks over there between Kelly and Dakota and the rest of the crowd. They're ready to get you in a car, whatever your desire, Kelly can fulfill. Okay, maybe that was a little too far, but he would love to help you. Same thing with Dakota and the rest of them over there. Check them out online to see their inventory or to get in touch with them. Kelly'sOBXAuto.com. Oh my gosh, here it is, the day after the Super Bowl. And, of course, congratulations to all the Eagles fans out there. They reigned victorious. They took the championship, so good for them. I didn't have a dog in the fight. I watched it because it's what you do. I went and hung out with Joel and Jess from the Wreck Tiki Bar. They own a house in Nags Head now. They invited us over, hung out with them. I guess the cool part for me with the Super Bowl was the fact that Jess was selling Super Bowl squares for $2 a piece. And I was like, here's I had $2 from my wallet. I was like, here you go. You can write my name wherever, and if I end up landing on something, I'll give you part of it. So I told her that, and I ended up winning $50 after the second quarter. So I gave her 20 and I kept 30. I mean, that's the cool part for me, if there was any takeaways from the Super Bowl for me. But, again, didn't care about who won or lost. It's one of the few Super Bowls where I really didn't have I'd like to see this team win over this team. I really didn't care. So congratulations to all the Eagles fans out there. Halftime show, no comment. I didn't really pay that close attention to it, honestly. I was not. I know of Kendrick Lamar, but I'm not. If none of his music sounded familiar to me. So again, I heard it. It was kind of background noise for me just sitting there scrolling aimlessly on Instagram. So like I said, no real vested interest in the game whatsoever. It was just on my television at home and, into that Super Bowl party for a few minutes. I didn't care, that's great. Great. The Super Bowl's on. We put it on TV on Super Bowl Sunday because that's just what you do. So, again, congratulations to Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts of the Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. Yippee-ki-yay. It's been really wet around here lately. I'll tell you, we had that snow a few weeks ago. And here it is now, and it seems like every other day, if not every day here recently, where there's been some form of precipitation hitting the ground, mainly by way of raindrops. It's not been cold enough, praise God, that we don't have to deal with the snow anymore. Well, I don't know that to be, certain, but I'm like 95% certain we're not going to see snow in these parts again for the rest of this winter. Can't speak for when winter kicks up in December of this coming year, what it's going to be like, but I feel like it's not going to happen again. So everybody got their excitement a few weeks ago, but it's just been raining. It's been really damp, really wet, cloudy, nothing. No real excitement happening in the world of outdoor activities due to this, but there are things that we're going to talk about in the near future that are getting ramped up for springtime type activity. So that's a conversation for another day. However, in the weather, it's just chilly, a little breezy. I'm looking at the wind moving the trees behind my studio, and that's about the extent of it. For the way it's been. And I think this week's not going to be much different. So anyway, with all that being said, coming up at the end of the week, coming up on Friday, it is Valentine's Day. My wife was kind of pouring it on me the other day. She's like, "You haven't asked me to be your Valentine yet." And I'm like, I kind of thought that was, we're married, You're my wife. You're my Valentine. You're my birthday present. You're my Christmas present. You're all these things. You're the gift that keeps on giving. And I felt like it was reciprocal. Like I was the gift. I'm your Valentine. You're my Valentine. I didn't really know that I had to ask anymore. But I guess right now I'm asking my wife, which I doubt will listen to this podcast because she tells me she hears my mouth enough. Will you be my Valentine, and can we go get dinner this weekend? I'm hoping the answers there are yes and yes, because I've already made arrangements for the boys to be watched so that we can go get dinner this weekend. And I'll talk about where we're going in a little bit. But yeah, Valentine's Day, guys, look, don't think that because you're married that your wife is going to be like, oh, it's just, you're automatically my Valentine. Like, you've still got to ask, according to some. You still have to ask, will you be my Valentine? So if you haven't done that and you wonder why your wife may be acting a certain way towards you this week, it's because you haven't asked her yet. So you might want to go ahead and do that. Again, also with Valentine's Day comes all the, I don't know how to say this the nice way, but it's in my opinion, unnecessary purchasing of flowers and candy and stuff like that. I mean, I'm going to get my wife something. I know I will. It's what you do. But like in my mind, it's not. It's like, oh, here you go. It's kind of going through the motions. I love my wife unconditionally all the time. I guess today's the day, or not today, but rather Friday is the day to show that unconditional love. I mean, if that's the case, girl, I'll see you a little bit later on this evening after the boys go to sleep. All right, that went a little too far. So Valentine's Day, guys, don't forget about it. Oh, gosh. Coming up in this episode of the podcast, I got the guys from ELS OBX coming back in, electrical and lighting solutions with Mr. Michael and Mr. Aaron. We've talked to them before, but they've got some things. Any of you homeowners or any of you locals that listen to the podcast, you might be interested in taking advantage of when it comes to any sort of electrical and lighting solutions. They got some new programs and things that I was made aware of not long ago, and I was talking to Mr. Aaron about this, and I said, hey, man, it's time for you to come back in and let's do this thing. So, I mean, it's like it says in the ad, electricity is something I don't mix well with at all. So I'm going to have them do all the mixing of the electrical currents. I mean, with my luck, I would transmutate the 110 and the 220. That's how it would go down. It would be a big boom. So let's just not do that. So I'm going to have them in here in just a little bit. I do appreciate Mr. Woody Joyner, Mary Ellen Balance, and Rachel Bibby for being on the show with me last week with Waterman United. I'll tell you what, if you haven't had a chance to listen to episode 101, go back and listen to it simply because it gives you a glimpse, really just a glimpse, of the fishery and how it works with these different types of fish and the different laws and rules that are affecting all these things and how they help to spearhead an effort to keep the fishermen fishing. Okay. It's a really, really good podcast. It's long. I mean, it's an hour, but it's worth the listen. I'm telling you right now, if you haven't listened to it yet, please go back and take a listen to episode 101. And I do appreciate them for being on. Hey, you want to know something else that's really exciting? As we launched the Captain Marty Other Side of Fishing show this past Saturday. If you haven't listened to it, it's on my podcast channel. It's on Captain Marty's podcast channel. It's not going to be on my podcast channel every time we do one. It's just I wanted to help connect the two audiences. In case you haven't heard Captain Marty yet, you need to do so. He's a fantastic human being, does our fishing reports. He tells some great stories, and now we've relaunched his Other Side of Fishing show. It's going to go on once a month for right now, but that's going to change in the near future. Hopefully, I'm praying if I can get enough sponsors, which if you want to become a sponsor, Justin at OuterBanksThisWeek.com, let me know, and we can sit down and talk about how you can sponsor Captain Marty or how you can sponsor me. Either one. We'll take it, okay? Justin at OuterBanksThisWeek.com is the email you're going to want to send out. But yeah, super excited about 2025 with the captain. He seems really jazzed about it too, so we are ready to go. We're going to jump into our guests here in just a few moments. I'm going to jump right into shout outs right now, though. I only have one that I want to give that I can think of. And I tell people, y'all, if I promised you a shout out, email me, because if I see you on the street and I tell you I'm going to give you a shout out, unless I pull my phone out and text myself right then and there's a 99.8% chance I'm going to forget. And if I haven't given you a shout out and I promised you one, I'm sorry. Remind me and you'll get one, I promise. Or email me, Justin at OuterBanksThisWeek.com, and I'll get you that shout out. But the one I want to give right now is to the Mania Middle School women's basketball team. They just won their conference tournament over the weekend. and they fought hard. Phenomenal effort that they put up. I believe they played Pasquotank High School in the championship. The tournament was in Perquimans County at Perquimans Junior High School, Perquimans Middle School, and they put up a phenomenal effort and won the championship. I know a lot of the girls, Hurley Williams, there's a good handful of the girls that I see on a regular basis that are on that basketball team, and they played lights out the other day and took the championship. So I want to give a big shout out to them and congratulate them on their victory. I know it's one of the, like winning games. I remember being in middle school and winning. Well, I don't know that I ever won a conference championship. I remember going 14-2 in my 8th grade year when I played baseball, but we didn't win the conference championship. We lost first flight. Still bothers me. But regardless, great job, ladies. Congratulations. Sky's the limit now. The future is looking bright for Manio basketball, and really excited for what's to come. So congratulations to the Manio Middle School women's basketball team. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to have the guys come in from ELS OBX. We're going to talk to them about all the exciting things coming up this year that you can do with your home and just how you can get, electrified. I think about The Rock, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. Well, the most electrifying company on the Outer Banks to get you juiced would be ELS OBX. But first, hey, you're looking to get jacked. You know where to go, and that'd be Outer Banks Sports Club. Being healthy, a goal everyone should have for themselves, and at the Outer Banks Sports Club in Nags Head, it's a goal they take very seriously. Their mission is to help people from all walks of life achieve their personal health and fitness goals. Whether it be to lose weight, get stronger, increase speed and agility, or simply to improve your overall physical and mental health, the Outer Banks Sports Club is the gym for you. They offer the largest and best selection of fitness equipment throughout the Outer Banks, suitable for beginners through top-notch athletes. Visit them online at obxsportsclub.com to see their facility and to get signed up. The Outer Banks Sports Club in Nags Head, proudly keeping the OBX healthy and strong for over 15 years. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with the most electrifying company on all the Outer Banks, ELS, OBX, for the millions and Sorry. All right, I got a little carried away there. I couldn't help it. But yes, ELS OBX in the studio. Got Mr. Aaron Burgess. I got Mr. Michael Parrish from ELS OBX. And man, let me tell you, guys, glad to have you back in here with me.
Thank you, Justin, for having us today. We look forward to hanging out with you for a little bit.
Did I get you? Did that get you motivated? Did that jack you up over there?
Always does, Justin.
I am more fired up than getting hit with 240, baby.
See, Let's go. 240.
240. You are bringing the energy today.
I don't know no other way.
You're like the main breaker of the Outer Banks.
The main breaker. You hear this, dude? Man, now you're getting me all gassed up over here. All right, okay, let's bring it back. Let's simmer down just a little bit, all right? Guys, what's been going on? How's everything going with ELS OBX? I mean, I feel like I see y'all's vehicles all over the place. I feel like y'all are just in everybody's, everywhere, in everybody's homes, businesses, whatever the case may be. What's been going on, Mr. Michael? Talk to me.
Yeah, we've been staying very busy. We start our days pretty early. We like to leave, at least the commercial side likes to leave around 6 o'clock, so... but yeah, other than strong full days, we've been reaching our goals and growing as well.
Very nice, growing.
Yeah,
man, said growing.
Yeah, the team has expanded from the last time we were here. 2025 has started out the gate very fast, very hot, very heavy. So looking forward to a good year. In the past year, we have continued to sponsor Manio Wrestling. Shout out to Coach Metz and the wrestling team. Had a phenomenal year and continue to progress. The team has expanded. We've got another truck on the road, getting ready to add a second one, or this will be number 4 on the road. So it's expanding, looking good, man. Residential is booming. It is growing, and we're staying busy.
I was going to say, I feel like I've seen y'all's name slapped on some different sponsors. I feel like I saw it on like a wrestling mat one time or something, so you kind of touched on that.
Share the love when we
yes,
can.
for Manio High School, the wrestling team. So we were there. The Bill Fish tournament we sponsored out there. Just a couple sponsorships. We were out there, and actually we're looking to sponsor some more. So if you got any friends, any youth leagues, or anybody looking for sponsorship, we might just be the company they need to call.
Well, we can talk about that as soon as we cut these mics. I can think of course, the Outer Banks
sure
This
you
Week
can,
podcast, always looking for sponsors. Of course, we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But yeah, 2024 seemed like it was booming for y'all. I mean, you got in here, you got situated, got your feet on the ground, and I mean, it's like you're reaching for the stars. And I feel like you've hit one or two of them said stars. So tell me give me an idea, like what are since you were in here last, and I want to say it was last fall or so, last time y'all were in here, or maybe it was early in this. I can't remember now. My days are running together. I'm busy as I'll get out.
On, I think. Yeah.
But what are some of the projects? What are some things that y'all been working on? Some any big projects? Anything that y'all been rewind? I know you did like the whole Lost Colony drama last year. Anything?
Yeah. Right now we've been seated at UPS for past 6-7 months. We're about to complete the building shell, and we're doing the conveyor system as well. So, that's and the initial project has grown from there. They want us to do more. They like our presence. They like how we work. Our attention to detail is the biggest thing for us. Obviously, is we push it as much as we can, especially through transparency with the customer and with our guys.
You hear that word?
Yeah.
You just said a very important word there. Transparency. That is very important. I love the fact that you said that, because being honest and upfront, being like, look, whether it be good news or bad news,
right.
The news is what's important. So love that.
Absolutely. We're striving to just be a company of integrity. Since the last time we were here, I officially taken over the residential department, and in that aspect, not only as commercial grown, doing the UPS building, temporary lighting for the Cape Hatteras renovation down there. So a lot of projects there, Lost Colony, but even on the residential side, I've kind of shifted our motto to where I just simply tell customers, I'm not your best price as transparency.
Right.
I'm your best experience.
So,
And I guarantee that in two ways. Number one, I'm going to communicate with you. Within 24 hours, you're going to hear back from me, if not a whole lot sooner. And then we do integrity of work. Like you said, if something goes wrong or doesn't go as planned, we're just straightforward and honest with the customer, explain everything to them, walk them through the process, because I want our customers to be relaxed and have peace, and I want to earn their trust. And by doing that, I'm giving you the best experience on the beach.
See, and that's the thing. Like, that's I love that. I mean, you kind of gave me goosebumps when you were like, look, I may not be your best price, but I am your best experience, the most experience, man. It kind of got me all the electrifying way.
It does. It's a reflection of our work as well. We overdo steps, but some steps turn to projects, but we deem it necessary because at the end of the day, it's our names that are on it. And when we take part in it, it's our project too, not just your home or your business. We're really deeply involved with every aspect of the job or project at hand.
And that's, taking those extra steps that Michael brought up. When our guys go to your house, first thing we're going to do if you're there, we're either going to take our shoes off or put shoe covers on unless you instruct us different. We're hanging lights. You got your ceilings all nice and pretty, and some of the ceilings are tall, so our guys are putting gloves on. We're putting drop cloths down. And despite the stigma that electricians have, we do clean up afterwards. And we don't even have a Klein sticker on our broom. We'll still clean up, vacuum. And those are just some of the extra steps that we try to take, as well as being transparent and communicating with our customers so that they have the best experience on the beach.
May I make a quick little testimony?
Absolutely.
Can I testify right now?
Testify.
Before the congregation. Lord have mercy.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you something. So I had this issue with this light fixture over top of my sink. Okay, and I've been talking to Mr. Aaron and Mr. Michael about it for, I don't know, a long time. And I was like, I need you guys to come fix this. I'm going to try to get you guys lined up. And didn't. Finally, after about 5 or 6 months of saying this, I got them lined up to come. Okay, now, a gentleman, I can't remember his name to say.
Aldo.
Mr.
Yes.
Aldo.
Mr. Aldo.
Yeah.
He showed up, and it's like you said. He laid down towels. He's like, hey, man, look, I'm about to cut this out a little bit more around here. I got to do some things. I was like, whatever you need to do. What can I help you do? He's like, man, you're good. Go, do whatever you need to do. So I just went and sat in the living room, turned on TV, and started playing on my telephone. And next thing you know, he's like, bada bing, bada boom. I ended up having to run out before he was actually officially done, Because then I got a text message from a guy who's like, man, like, well, you got this Alabama stuff in your house or something. But anyway, we digress. That's just because I know this guy, Mr. Aaron, sitting across from me. But I mean, the light is hanging right there exactly where we wanted it. Everything looks good. I mean, my wife picked it out, gave it to them, gave it to ELS. They hung it up, and I mean, it's beautiful, and everything's working great. So,
and the area was clean, nothing was damaged. And, you know, another thing that we've started implementing to take the extra step to give you the best experience. Now our customers, after we complete the work, our office guy, he runs our shop, Robbie, he will call our customers and just follow up. Ask how their experience was. Make sure they're happy.
Right.
Because if the customer's not happy, now we've got to make you happy.
Right.
So we're going to take the steps. If something didn't go right, we want to make it right. If something's not working the way it should be working, we're going to take care of it because we want you to have the best experience. We want you to be happy with ELS so that you give us a call back.
Well, I can tell you right now, here's another one of them things that I've been saying. I'm going to get with you, Mr. Aaron. I'm going to get with you. I got this renovation I want to do in the worst way. I'm trying to work towards it right now. I'm stacking cash as we speak, you know, to get this started. But when it's time to go ahead and get that wiring done, I mean, you best believe you know who I'm calling.
Hey, I look forward to it. You have direct access, my friend. We're going to get you taken care of.
Amen. Amen. Now, let me ask you this. Now, you may need to help steer this ship of the question I'm about to ask, but you were saying something that there's like one time about a program or something where with like different types of light, LED lights or something. Correct. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. It's a Dominion grant program on the residential side, and I'll let Michael speak to the commercial side, but on the residential side, it's called Home Energy Evaluation Program.
Okay.
There's about 4 or 5 lamps or bulbs that qualify for this program. So basically, I would come to your house, walk around your house on the inside and outside, and see how many of these qualifying lamps you have in your home. This grant covers up to 45 lamps. And what that allows me to do is to convert these lamps to LED. Now, one of the main lamps that is covered is recess cans. You know, the old recess can in your house, they pull about 65 to 85 watts. Well, I can take that bulb out, I can take that trim down, and I will install a white trim with a LED built into it. So now it looks nice, clean. And the best part is the grant for a lot of our customers is covering our time and material. So a lot of our customers are not even paying for any of the service being done. The grant is covering it. The grant is paying me to come. The grant is covering my material.
No money out of pocket?
No. Now, there are some situations where there might be a small cost.
Okay.
But the bulk of the cost is covered by the grant from Dominion Energy.
Okay, so now so basically it's kind of like what you said, like you'll come and you kind of do an assessment of the house.
Absolutely.
If somebody's wondering if they qualify for this, you'll come out, you'll look around and you'll say, all right, I can do this, this, and this. And,
exactly.
And then take it from there.
Exactly. To just have an evaluation, there's no cost. It's free. All of our evaluations are free. We don't charge to come survey a job or to talk to you. So that's one thing that we try to do to give you the best experience. I'm not going to charge you to come evaluate a job.
It's beautiful.
I'm going to help you make the best decision so that your money and your time, we're being efficient with it. So I evaluate your house, see how many qualifying lamps you have. Let's say you have 50 lamps that qualify.
Okay.
Well, 45 is covered by the grant. You're just responsible for the remaining 5. That's just the material, not the time. But another benefit about this is if I come to your home, we do the Dominion program, and you say, hey, while you're here, can you throw these lights up for me? Absolutely. So we'll take care of the Dominion program, then we'll take care of changing out your lights. And the benefit of that is it's almost like a BOGO. You buy one, you get another at a discount because Dominion's covered the bulk of the labor costs. You're just paying me for the time it takes to change your lights out. So it's a win-win for everybody.
That is. Wow.
Yes. So it's a home energy evaluation program through Dominion Energy. And I'll let Michael talk about the commercial side of this.
Yes, commercials.
Power company Dominion, they set these rebates as an incentivizer to lower your output costs, operating costs, pretty much lower your kWh. So the commercial side has a program called NRL, which is non-residential lighting, And with that, we remove the existing fluorescent HID fixtures, antiquated lighting that draws a significant load. They pretty much cover the cost for the fixture. There will be costs left, however, in some circumstances, with just strip fixtures or linear fixtures. But other than that, with high bays, a lot of times the cost is covered because.
So the cost is covered through the grant program. And one thing about this, Justin, is it's not just in the Outer Banks. You know, we have a shop outside of Richmond in the short pump area.
Okay.
So any customer that has Dominion Energy could participate either in the commercial side, the NRL. We've been out as far as Williamston, up the beach, down the beach, and then, of course, all over Virginia. And then the Home Energy Evaluation Program covers the residential side. Once again, not only here in the Outer Banks, but even your listeners that live in Virginia. If they have Dominion Energy, they can participate in this program.
Absolutely.
That Dominion has.
Okay.
And basically, the gist of it is it's a way to help lower your monthly power bill by converting over. So if you go back to the recess can, that one lamp can pull 65 to 85 watts.
Okay.
What we're going to put in is only going to pull 12 to 13 watts. So already you're saving anywhere from 50 to 70 watts. The less watts you use, the less power you're using, the less money you're spending.
So look at that.
And also on the commercial side, I often will do return on investments where customers will see their payback within a year.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah.
That's pretty rad.
Absolutely. So with a lot of your listeners having, vacation homes here or second home here, it's a great way to kind of help bring that monthly power bill down during season.
And also keep the aesthetics with it too, because we do know quite a bit about lighting, and we settle the tone down, make everything even.
Right. Yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah. And going back to the residential, since a lot of your listeners are homeowners, the retrofits that we put in, they are dimmable.
Okay.
So if the customer wants to bring it down, they're dimmable, and they are damp rated. So that means we can put them in the porch. We can put them over a shower, a tub, because they're UL listed, damp rated, and they'll cover those areas.
Okay.
So
Okay. That was going to be
program.
my next question.
Yeah,
what about bathrooms and outdoors and stuff like that?
Absolutely.
Very cool. Very
Absolutely.
cool. And aesthetically pleasing is always a benefit.
It is. It's what I like to say is a great way to update your home without having it come out of your pocket.
Okay.
Hey, if it's free, it's for me.
If it's free, it's for me. I love it.
Especially these days.
I love it. But I think one thing that you just kind of mentioned was really cool is you do have that office right there outside of Richmond, and it kind of helps service the,
Absolutely.
the Virginia. And y'all will travel, a little ways if
Yes.
necessary to get to different clients. And that's what's nice. You've kind of taken over the Virginia, the Eastern, Southeastern Virginia, Northeast North Carolina. Now, are we thinking about expanding our territory anymore? Or are we gonna stop right here, Mr. Michael? It feels like it's like one of these big
Opportunities are endless.
You're conquering.
I know my dad said something about Key West, but
Oh, we did, huh?
Well, if we're going to Key West, I'm going to be the first one there. So
Okay, look, there you go. So, guys, let me ask you this. Now, one thing that I think is really cool is they have a great it's called the Opportunities. Nope. Let me back up. That's not what it's called. It's called the Dare Guarantee.
okay.
That they have it at College of the Albemarle, and I believe they have an electrician program, that
Yes.
type of thing. So now, are y'all continuing to look for new employees on a regular basis? Or you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are looking for additional help. Like I said, we've just put on this year another crew. We had an electrician start today, so he'll be going out in the field. We can use another tech coming up. So if anybody is, experienced, especially on the residential side, looking for an opportunity, love to talk to them. But when it comes to bringing in the next generation, one of the things that we did since the last time we were here, over the summer, we had 2 interns from Manio High School. They had an interest in the electric field, so they interned with us over the summer. This year, they're seniors. One has actually finished up early, and he has come back and is working with us. And the other young man is finishing up his senior year while taking the class at COA. And then come summer, he'll come back to us as well. So during the summer, one of our goals is to have an internship program to where a junior or senior in high school, whether Manio or First Flight or, Cape Hatteras, if they want to drive up, can intern with us, kind of get their feet wet, see if this is what they are interested in, because the opportunity is endless. And we need a younger generation coming in, because the average age of a licensed electrician is around 60. So when my generation, I'm Generation X, after me, it starts getting very slim.
I thought he was like 35.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? 35 over here. Okay.
That's why I like you, Justin. That's why you
It's 2 years my
are
junior. We'll keep it
Mr.
that way.
OBX to me.
Okay.
You are the mega star of the OBX.
Yeah, all right. Okay. No, all right. So, something I want to know
Okay.
is, all right, so, kind of like what the ad says, electricity is something I don't mix well with at all. And here's
Right.
so I want to put you in a situation. I kind of want to go through some of these do's and don'ts,
Okay.
electrical do's and don'ts. All right. So let's say, I don't know, this wonderful lighting fixture you made for me, or that you put together and y'all installed for me over top of my sink. Let's say I'm the light bulbs burn out. It happens,
Okay.
So I'm going to take it undone, and like the glass part comes off of the actual metal piece that screws
Right.
into, and should I just reach my hand in there and grab the metal piece? And I mean, that's what you would do, right?
Well,
maybe.
what you want to do is
No?
disconnect.
You want to turn the switch off first before you do anything.
Disconnect the
breaker.
power.
Cut the switch.
Yes.
Okay.
Anytime you hit, I would say anytime, but normally when you hit the switch, you have connected the power source to the lamp.
You've opened the circuit.
Yeah, you've opened the circuit, you've killed the power, per se, in layman's term, and it should be safe to touch. Okay. Now, I say normally because here in the Outer Banks, nothing surprises me anymore.
Okay.
So even when I cut the switch off, would I still just go ahead and try to bring it out, take a pair of needle nose, or like some old school cats, they'll take a sliced potato, put in there, and that's the way to bring it out, the old wives' tale.
Yeah.
You still want to be careful with that, because there are scenarios where that could potentially still have power and you could get electrocuted. So it is always best, and it's like I tell my guys, don't assume anything, confirm everything.
I mean, I feel like in your world, that should be like standard law practice.
Like to not make
Absolutely.
assumptions. Yeah.
Yeah, because you never know. You can assume, power's off, I hit the switch, I go to touch it, and I get electrified. For you, your hair will stand up. I don't have that problem no more. But, you just don't want to take those chances.
Okay.
So if you don't have a tester to confirm that power is off, you may want to give us a call.
Okay, so just kind of like that actually happened to me.
Okay.
So here's what I did. Because something happened with the light bulb. It was the weirdest thing. No, I've never seen it happen before. But I cut the switch off. I cut it off at the switch. But I also went and cut it off at the breaker.
Okay.
Just because I was like, man, I'm gonna screw this up. And I was
It's a wiser
not.
choice. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm thinking that I'll be okay. And I kind of did that whole with my finger tapped it real quick to see if it did anything, and I was like, Lord, take me to heaven. If something goes wrong here, just take me to heaven, please. And I started tapping. I was like, okay. So then I grabbed a pair of needle nose pliers and kind of worked it out from there. I was good. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure that I was maybe doing the right thing, because you said, to your point, Mr. Michael, cut the switch off first. But like I said, I was like, man, I'm gonna go straight to the breaker now and just flip and make sure that there's no power coming from here to there. And kill that part altogether.
That's your safest option. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Better to be safe than sorry.
All right. Yes, absolutely. All right. What are some other do's and don'ts that you can think of? Things that people may consider doing regarding changing different fixtures, or
I got a tip.
Give me a tip.
Here, if when your breaker trips, it's doing its job. It's protecting any equipment or whatever you plugged in down line. So if it continues to trip, give us a call, and we'd be happy to get it working for you. I've just seen those scenarios turn out bad quite often, where you end up messing up the piece of equipment or something plugged into it later on. Yeah.
Another tip would be, especially in your bathroom, your kitchen, your outside receptacles, in a garage, you plug something in that's not working. Before you call us, first, go around to the bathroom. Let's take bathroom. Blow drying your hair. Once again, I don't have that problem, but you guys, have that problem. Styling your
Mr.
hair.
Michael's got pretty hair.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He's got beautiful hair over there.
So when Michael's got his blow dryer, styling his luscious hair here, if he doesn't have power, the first thing you want to do is find the GFI receptacle. So what that is the square shape, and it's got 2 buttons. Mm-hmm. All right. When you find it, push the buttons because it's probably tripped. Now, if you're saying, well, I don't have one of those, then you go to your panel. You find the breaker that Michael was referring to that was tripped off. You cut it off, cut it back on. Because a lot of times we'll go, matter of fact, it happened today. I had to drive all the way to Corolla just to reset a GFI receptacle.
Wow.
When you could just reset it and the problem's solved. Now, going back to the beginning, providing the best experience, I've had some of my customers, they called me, hey, I've got this going on. All right, can you FaceTime? Yeah. So they FaceTime me, and I've walked them through this situation. All right, where's your problem? My bathroom's not working, okay? Take me to your bathrooms, to the receptacles. And what I'm doing is having them show me where their GFI receptacle is.
A nice visual.
A visual. And then it's like, all right, you see this? Yeah. Hit that button for me. They hit it. Now they got power. So I just gave you a great experience without having, hit your wallet for it.
Right. See, and that's admirable. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
A lot of people will be like, oh, this is an easy fix. I'm going to go get this money real quick. You know what I mean? But because you've established that level of trust, they're going to call you for like any major issues that they have. And then guess what they're going to do?
Refer.
They're going to refer. And they're going to be like, man, Mr. Aaron got me all squared away. I've referred you a couple times. I've seen people post stuff online and I'm call my guy, you know?
Yeah, no, and we appreciate that because our philosophy is this. Yeah, I can go and charge you for 5 seconds. And then you're like, man, you charged me to push a button, bad experience. Or I can walk you through it, save you money. Now you're happy. You've had a great experience. And like you said, you're going to refer me. You're going to tell others about me. And, for me, I can make more that way, and we just give more people a better experience. That's a tip.
Love, so to speak.
Yeah. And then even going back to the light bulb, some people, my light's not working. And I've had this, and it's like, and you're not, some may think you're coming across as being rude, but I'm not. It's like, have you checked the bulb first? Because I've been to a home, took the bulb out, put a new bulb in, and it worked. So these are some simple tips that you can take to save money so that when you need an electrician, you really need them.
Right. Okay. So that's wonderful.
Well, another tip as well, try to group what you have, what you need done also, because we've had a lot of customers where we'll get done with the project and they'll have us come right back and ultimately have to charge more for that. But if they think ahead and group what they need done, I think it speeds it up a little bit. And
absolutely. It gives them that experience once again, which reiterate with the Dominion grant program. When I go out, do the evaluation, I'll ask the customer, hey, Mr. Justin, is there any electrical projects you got in mind or that you need taken care of? And if you have some, well, look, when we come back and do this program, when we're done with that, we'll take care of this to help you save money. Instead of making multiple trips, now you're spending more than you need to.
Right.
Which costs money is too. Costs money as well. So.
Yeah, because this time you've been talking, to your point, like you were saying, group it together and everything. Like I'm thinking, okay, because I've got some outside floodlights or whatever that have been dead since I moved into my house, and I'm thinking, it's not that they've been dead. It's just it seems like the bulbs, like I'm going through them left and right, and I got them big lamps, that you screw in there, and it's like, you know what? The next time I have them come out, I'm gonna have them look at that too. Like they're on the corners of my house. And I think honestly, a lot of it has to do. I think that and this is just my opinion. I ain't no electrician, obviously, because it don't mix well with me. But I think that the fixtures, is that the right word? The fixtures are old and just need replacing altogether. That's just my guess. But like I said, I'll have You,
Well,
Mr. Aaron, or whomever, look at that next time you show up.
And even out here, because of the environment we live in, it's a very corrosive environment. We all know our fixtures are going to rust out.
Right.
Sometimes they're not put on properly. So moisture and condensation is getting into the fixture, which is causing bulbs to burn out quicker, shorting out the wires. So proper installation is key.
See, I think
Making
I might-
sure you got the right bulbs. I've seen individuals, you talk about the floodlights, they're putting interior bulbs in instead of an exterior bulb. So you take the bulb out and water's just pouring out of the bulb. So
Or
it's little things
do
like
you have
this.
do you have a weep hole in your fixture where one should be? Which the NEC permits to let water drain out. That will come in.
All right.
Yeah. And so, you bring up light fixtures. One thing that many of your listeners are not aware of is we actually have a retail store. So right beside our shop is our retail store. So if individuals are looking for floodlights, we have LED floods. We have some that are solar power. We have some that you could control by an app on your phone. We have dusk to dawn. We have some
Opportunities are endless.
Yeah,
with lighting.
opportunities are endless. We can put up a flood that's still controlled by your switch. So for your listeners, if they know where RD Sawyer is, I'm going to give them a little plug. RD Sawyer there in Manio. If you're looking at RD Sawyer, we're to the left. We're the blue building to the left of RD Sawyer, right beside Clockman
There you go.
signs. But we have a retail store, so anything electrical they need, whether it's a floodlight, a surface mount light, plate smokes, we've got them covered. And even if we don't have it in stock at the time, we can order it for them, have it either delivered to the shop or to their home. And for our listeners that are up on the north end or even the south beaches, if we have a crew in that area, we'll drop stuff off. We'll take it to their house, drop it off, because that's part of giving our customers the best experience on the beach.
Say, look at that. Look at that. I mean, the goosebumps came back when you listen.
Hey.
I'm all about that customer service thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
you treat people the way you want to be treated and you're going to get far.
Exactly.
I try it don't always work. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the best at it. But, I mean, I will say from firsthand experience, I've had nothing but wonderful experiences with ELS OBX. Anytime I've been to the store, anytime I've had to talk with either one of you gentlemen, it's been nothing but phenomenal. And that's why anytime, like, if I see somebody on Facebook, be like, I need an electrician to do it, I'm like, ELS OBX. ELS OBX.
Yes.
Aaron, tag Aaron. Something like I'll start tagging you guys, and I'm like, just get up with my guys.
Happy to take care of it.
I can't testify enough to the greatness that you guys have been to me and my family. And I know my wife. She refers you. She works in property management up the beach, so
Yes.
she's letting lots of people know up there. Hey, look, Beach Realty, call ELS. The end. So
Hey, we're just trying to, once again, give our customers the best experience, be the best version of ELS we can be. It's about, like you said, just treating people the way we want to be treated ourselves.
Right.
And going back to even the store, there's a lot of work out here. We can't cover it all, So we work with other companies, whether it's HVAC, plumbing, other electrical contractors. We work together with them. That's our desire. So even with contractors, with our store that we have, we work with them. If they need material, come talk to us.
Split breakers, contactors, even for HVAC contractors. We have a big assortment of electrical needs and materials.
Yeah. So, and even contractors can come. We take care of them. We help them. And another thing that we do, and just trying to drive this point of the best experience, if you're a first responder or a veteran,
okay,
Yep.
we take care of you. We give you 10% discount if you are a first responder or a veteran, because we appreciate your sacrifice. We appreciate your dedication.
Yeah, 100%.
And so we take care of ours because y'all take care of us.
say, look at that. Look at that. Goosebumps came back. I tell you, that's why y'all are the most electrifying for the millions and millions. I'm telling you, I mean, I feel like I just transmutated the 110 and the 220. Like
I just need you to do the whole eyebrow.
I can't do the eyebrow.
I need you to do the eyebrow.
I can't do it, dude. I tried my whole life. When I was in middle school, I used to stand in the mirror in the middle
raise
school
the eyebrow.
at Mania Middle School and try to do it. I just could never do it. You know,
Never
I
give
get
up,
laughed
Justin.
at. But anyway, guys, online, tell me about your website. Can people go online and look at everything? What they got?
Yeah, check us out on Facebook, elsobx.com, Google. We have a lot of pictures that really well describe our work and point out some of the characteristics that Aaron detailed to us. And yeah, we're proud of it all. It's updated frequently.
Absolutely. And, there's a couple ways to get in touch with us. As Michael said, elsobx.com.
Okay.
You can request service or evaluation, contact us if you have questions, get acquainted with us. Our Facebook page, ELS OBX.
Okay.
You can search that on Facebook, Google. One thing, if you have used us in the past, we would love to hear your feedback. You can leave a review on our Facebook page, Google, or through the website. We just want to hear the experience that our customers are having, whether good, bad, or ugly.
Okay.
We want that transparency as we are transparent.
It helps us grow as well.
We want the transparency because it does help us grow. We can only become better if we know how to become better.
Right.
If we didn't do something right, let us know. Shoot us an email. If you don't want to leave a review, shoot me an email, let Michael know through email, or give us a call so that we can tweak and continue to provide the best experience for our customers. So find us on Facebook, Instagram, Google, or go to the website.
Y'all are on the gram?
We on the gram.
Oh, yeah,
You're
we're
not
on
following
Instagram
us?
too.
Hold on. I think I am.
Oh, man.
Dude, no. We're going to fix this right now.
No,
ELS.
come on. Actually, I'm going to do right now.
Boom. Followed.
While you're following, Justin, me and you are going to get a little selfie time. We'll get Michael to squeeze in here, and we're going to put it on our Instagram.
Okay.
There we go. So we will get that to our media personnel, and they'll get that on our Instagram. Give you a little love as you have given us love today. So absolutely follow us on the gram.
Okay.
Follow us on the gram.
Well, guys, I appreciate y'all coming in today.
Yes.
Yeah, Justin, thank you.
Always a good time hanging out with y'all. Always a good time conversating, and the fellowship is just phenomenal. And again, elsobx.com. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram. Any work you need in the electrical world, they would love to be the electrifying force that helps keep you powered and powered up right.
Absolutely. No, we look forward to the potential opportunities we have with your listeners and providing them the best experience on the beach.
Excellent. Well, guys, hey, thanks a lot for coming in.
All right, thanks, Justin.
This is Doug Brindley. If you're a vacation homeowner and aren't getting what you need from your current vacation rental management company, don't get frustrated. Get Doug. As the owner of Brindley Beach Vacations and Sales, I can fix anything. Definitely an advantage over the other companies. Get in touch with me, Doug Brindley, today and find out how Brindley Beach Vacations and Sales can help manage your rental investment. With locations in Corolla, Duck, Kitty Hawk, and Hatteras Island, and online at brindleybeach.com. Service first fun always with Brindley Beach Vacations and Sales.
Man, what a nice guy, man. Doug Brindley over at Brindley Beach Vacations and Sales. He'd love to help you buy a home, put you up to stay in one of their luxurious homes this summer while you're here on vacation. Yeah, so go check them out online, brindleybeachvacations.com. All right, we're going to jump into some events. And again, all these events that I'm going to talk about can be found online at outerbanksthisweek.com. Click on the events tab and they are right there, and you can scroll through them all the different trivia nights, karaoke nights, all the live music that takes place. You can see it all in its entirety at outerbanksthisweek.com. Why I don't have it pulled up right now is beyond me. What's wrong with me? Why am I not there? Let's get there. outerbanksthisweek.com. All right, first, let me just start by mentioning, hey, like I said before, I mentioned the girls basketball team from Mania Middle School. Please show some love and support to all the local school athletics, whether it be middle school, high school, baseball, softball, girls soccer, the track team, like all these different things are coming up this spring. So get geared up for that. I know tryouts and practices are underway already. So once those games start, please make an attempt to get out there and see them. I mean, it could be their World Series. It could be their, I don't know, their Olympic trials. I don't know, but it could be the summit, the top of the mountain for them. So please go out there and show them all that love that they oh so deserve. I'm telling you, I think it's a great thing if you can do that. All right, so let's take a look. I mean, if you haven't planned Valentine's Day already, now's the time to do so. I mean, you got NC Coast, they're doing a Valentine's Day dinner. Froggy Dog's doing a Valentine's Day dinner. Red Sky Cafe, Black Pelican, Fire Tender and Manio, Trio, Ocean Boulevard, a 6-course wine pairing dinner at the Whalehead Brewery. And let's see, did I miss something? This is all Friday night, the 14th, okay? So keep that in mind. There's lots of different things that you can go and participate in. I am actually going to be going to dinner at the captain's table in Nags Head with my wife on the 15th. So I'll let you know how that was next week. I'm willing to bet it's going to be fantastic. Also, let's take a look here. Some other things that are going on that we cannot forget about this weekend, like, oh gosh, they're doing the Polar Plunge. The Polar Plunge is happening this Saturday starting at 9 o'clock at Jeanette's Pier. I have somewhere else I have to be. I have a meeting that I really, really cannot miss that morning, believe it or not. Otherwise, I would be in attendance for the Polar Plunge. I hate that they're at the same time on the same day. If my meeting that I have to be at was in the afternoon, I could do the Polar Plunge or vice versa. I would figure it out, but there's no way of getting out of the meeting that I have to attend. So I need to text Miss Sandy and let her know that I'll make the donation, but I cannot be in attendance. I'm just letting you know. You can clown on me if you want, but I do have another meeting, honest to God truth, that I need to be in attendance for. So if you're able to go and be a part of the Special Olympics Polar Plunge, please do so. Saturday, February 15th, this Saturday, starting at 9 o'clock in the morning. Make sure you get there and get registered. Oh, gosh. Again, the trivia nights that are going on. I do trivia on Friday night at Wanchese Marina. I'll be doing it this Friday. There is trivia at McGrath's next Friday, or not next Friday, next Wednesday. I will not be in attendance. I have another meeting I've got to be at. I'm busy, y'all. I'm really busy. So just some things that, I mean, my life, I'm always have somewhere else to be. I was telling somebody just the other day, you know, between the hours of 3:45 and 6 a.m., Tuesday through Friday, that's my time, and the rest of my day belongs to other people. That's the honest to God's truth, okay? So, yeah, it's just how my days work. But anyway, lots of fun activities. Coming up on, let's see, Saturday the 15th, Galentine's Brunch, NC Coast, Music Bingo at Lost Colony Tavern. Again, everything I'm talking about can be found online at OuterBanksThisWeek.com. Hey, Jeremy Russell's going to be at Buffalo City on Sunday the 16th, Acoustic Sunday. That'll be a lot of fun. Hey, McGrath's Chili Cook-Off. That is something that I need to really make sure I mention. McGrath's is having a chili cook-off this Sunday, February 16th, starting at 1 o'clock to benefit the Brown family of Wanchoos who lost their home a couple days after New Year's to a fire, okay? All money is raised. Everything's going back to the Brown family. It's a chili cook-off. You want more information on that? Go to McGrath's Burger Shack's Facebook page, message Ashley and Chris, and see how you can help, participate, volunteer, whatever the case may be. Guaranteed to be a fun time. I'm going to be out there for that, for sure, okay? I'm going to be out there for that. So that's something for you to keep in mind. Oh, gosh. What else coming up down the pipe? Looking. You got a lot of stuff from the Arts Council. You got a lot of stuff going on at the Aquarium, Elizabethan Gardens throughout the week. Troyvia, man, I'll tell you what. I saw my guy Troy Tugwell just the other day. Troyvia on Wednesday nights at Lost Colony Tavern in downtown Manio. I'm going to make a point to get to one of those soon. I really hope I can. See, I host the trivia night at McGrath's on Wednesday nights, and I know that I'm not going to be able to be there, so it's likely I'm not going to be able to be at Troyvia either, but one of these nights, I need to get down there and check my guy out. He's been to my McGrath's trivia. He's come to my Wanchese Marina trivia. And Troy, I called him Mr. Congeniality the other day, man. I'm telling you right now, dude's first class. One of the nicest guys you ever meet in your life. He's fun. I love him to death. So if you get a chance to go hang out for Troyvia at Lost Colony Tavern, man, please go do it. Seriously. Again, so many different things that are going on throughout the weeks. There's so many different activities. It's hard to really nail them all down. Oh gosh, what is this? A block party? A block party going on February 21st. And let me see this. Let me click on this. The 22nd. What is this block party? It's with Children and Youth Partnership. Okay. It's at some of the there's different schools and different things. Nags Head Church. Looks like they're hosting it this year. Again, all the details about this big block party is for the kids. They're at Nags Head Church Friday and Saturday, February 21st and 22nd. Make sure you register for that. It looks like a lot of fun for things with the kids to do. So always trying to find things for the kids to do. All right. Again, all these events and more can be found online at outerbanksthisweek.com. All right. Let's take a look. Did I forget anything? I don't think I did. But if I did, let me know. Justin at outerbanksthisweek.com. If you have an event that's coming up that you want me to feature, I would love to talk about it. I'd love to talk with you about whatever the event may be. Justin at outerbanksthisweek.com. Let's rap. Let's jam. Let's party. You know, I love to party. Y'all know this. Anywhere I go, I party. It's just how I do things. So I would love it if you would come in here and hang out with me, or I can come to you. That's the thing. That's the beauty of this podcast is I can pack up all the gear and come to wherever you are and we can hang out. It's good times. I guarantee you we'll have a great time hanging out. So again, Justin at outerbanksthisweek.com. Send me an email and we can take it from there. Again, I want to thank the guys from ELS OBX for being on the podcast with me today, Mr. Michael and Mr. Aaron. Wonderful, wonderful gentlemen. I'm telling you right now, first class guys all day long. I appreciate the heck out of them and all that they do. And I mean, how much they pour back into the community is absolutely phenomenal. So I really, really appreciate them. Next week, hey, you know, I was talking about my guy Joel from the Reg Tiki Bar, and I went to a Super Bowl party. Well, we started talking, and I said, hey, man, I need you to get back on the podcast. Let's highlight, you know, events that are going to be coming up in 2025 that people need to go ahead and mark their calendars for. He's like, let's jam. So, hey, look, next week, he and I are going to jam out and talk about all the different events that are noteworthy coming up in 2025 that you want to mark your calendar for, okay? We're going to get a head start on all of those things and more. I love saying that, and more. It's like a cliffhanger and more. You hear them in like a radio commercial. It's like they have something for everyone and more. Cheesy. Anyway, so he's coming in to talk about some of those events that are going to be happening this year. And then I'm hoping that I can get one of our local entertainers to come in the week after, one of our local musicians. I have an idea of who I would like. I've got a couple ideas, actually, so I'm going to start trying to pave the road for that. But, hey, that's going to do it for this episode of the Outer Banks This Week podcast, episode 102, all brought to you by Outer Banks Pest Control for all those varmints and creepy crawlies and all the critters. outerbanks-pestcontrol.com. Call up there and talk to Mandy. That's what I'm going to encourage you to do. Call and ask for Mandy. Let me see if I can find her phone number real quick. Let's see. Call and ask for Mandy. Here we go. 252-473-1633 and say, I need to speak to Mandy, and then let her know that Justin had you call from the Outer Banks This Week podcast. And yeah, just she's fun. She really is very, very much a sweet person, but she's funny. Anyway, and it's all powered by Kelly's Automotive in Manio. If it has doors, it can be yours, whether it be a shed, whether it be a car. Kelly would love to wrap one of those items around you. Check them out online at kellysobxauto.com. All right, I'm out of here. Have yourself a great and wonderful rest of the week, and I'll see y'all again next week. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Y'all take care now. Bye-bye.
This has been another epic edition of the Outer Banks This Week podcast. Follow us on social media and be sure to listen every Thursday for a new episode.